So I decided to do this kind of like web series, I guess you can say, on the YouTube channel for BC, simply because I wanted to do something of my own, more of like, kind of like, so you can see how I tick personally, and also you can see how and why we produce the songs that we produce, especially these next videos that I'm finna to display. You're finna see a slice of my life and Tim's life. You're finna see exactly how we became BC. You're gonna see it. It's gonna be clear as day. But on this first, I guess you can say, episode of Calified Classified is basically dealing with heartbreak and grief. Just the other day, I had to deal with a passing of a dear friend, Gary Johnson Jr. And he had a son, a baby on the way, maybe girl as a matter of fact, a wife. And I met him because of band, when I was doing the whole band thing last year with one of my best friends. That's not Tim. But one thing that I've really realized dealing with this whole situation is just how much life is short. And I'm trying to produce 2 songs. The first one is called Kryptonite, which is a song dedicated to him, to Gary, and another person I lost the same time last year, Shay, Chris Cummings. I just wanted to do this Kryptonite simply because I wanted to give people power with it. What they do with that power is up to them. But I wanted the beat to be kind of like something that speaks to the heart. And now me and Tim got into this level of producing where we get personal with our producing, where we feel attached to the beat, simply because now it's like, okay, we were learning how to produce, and now it's like we got to this point where we're not even producing anymore. It's not producing. Now it's on a whole nother level. It's gotten to the level where we're getting personal with our beats, where we actually are starting to put recording on it, starting to have a purpose for our beats. I mean, before, yeah, they had a purpose. Of course they had a purpose. But now it's a whole nother level. It's a whole nother, the ball game has changed. But that's what Kryptonite. Now with this other song, it's a song that me and Tim have been trying to produce for the longest. It's called Red. The reason why it's called Red is because also recently I was talking to somebody. And when the person came into my life, they came into at a time when I was dealing with a lot of stuff, especially over the summer. Between the months of June and July, I was dealing with a lot. I had to deal with appealing back into school, simply because I was failing. And I wasn't failing because, oh, I just didn't care about school. No. Anybody who knows me, I was always that A and B student. I've always had good grades. I actually graduated with a 3.3 GPA. Over 10 academic awards. I was that nigga. But now when I hit the college, that's when all of it started. Now one thing about me is that I grew up dealing with major depression disorder. And the reason why I say that is because ever since I was 9, I've always gone through this cycle where I just never am satisfied or happy with stuff. Like, I'm never happy. And when I am happy, it's normally because of there is someone who's came into my corner and is showing me, hey, yes, you have a not the best life in the world, but your life could be so much